Welcome to CSGuitars, the science of loud. I know there are quite a few of you out there who have never played a live show before, so let me tell you on behalf of all of us who have that you need to be very well prepared with the kit that you carry. Sadly, gigging isn't as simple as turning up to the venue with your guitar, playing your set and then getting showered with free beer and praise from an adoring audience. You also need to be carrying a kit of essential equipment that can cover any and all misfortune that may befall you, because shit will go down and you need to have everything prepared and organised so that you don't waste precious set time scrambling around in the dark looking for tape, tools or spare batteries. When I was playing shows, I'd packed for myself and my band an essentials kit of cables, strings, spare batteries, tools, gaffer tape, fuses, and just about anything else I could think of that I may need at a moment's notice to keep the show running. While this old flight case I used was very sturdy and robust, no matter how neatly I packed it, the thing that I needed to save the day always ended up at the bottom of everything else, resulting in a desperate blind search on a dark stage. Which is precisely why I would have loved to have had one of these. This is the Backline Transport Pack from Daddario, and if you like having all your equipment organised into individual tailored compartments, then this is sure to release the happy chemicals. I can excitedly state that this has pockets for days and can carry so much stuff. While you would usually need to populate this with your own equipment, Daddario have packed this one to the brim with branded cables, strings and other accessories. Now, while they kindly did say that I could keep all of this for myself, I thought it would be much better if one of my viewers out there got the opportunity to get the head start they deserve on their equipment organisation, so we're going to be giving this away. Stay tuned to the end of the video to find out the details. Let's take a look at the bag and what it contains. Firstly, starting with the exterior, it's very clear that the bottom portion of the bag, whole bottom portion of the bag, and all the pathways that the zips take are made from some sort of waterproof or water-resistant material, hopefully to prevent any water getting into the precious content should you be caught out in the rain with this. So that's a great design point to start with. We are going to get into the pockets, and I guess where do you start? There are so many. We'll go from the top and move down, I think. These zippers on here are nice and chunky, large chunky boys. They look very good quality, so you're going to get a lot of uses out of them. This folds down. We've got a mesh pocket on the inside containing a string height gauge so you can set up your guitars, make sure that your action is correct, and that's just on the little mesh pocket on the front. The top portion forms a shelf, and there are a couple of patch cables here with the metal connectors on them, which look very good quality. We'll throw them down there for now. But this forms a shelf so you can put pedals or other items here that need to stay up. But it's not just a shelf. This whole section comes up with Velcro, folds and hits the top. And if I tilt the bag over, you should be able to see that there are 4 individual pockets and compartments that go deep down into the bag here, containing a number of things. Starting with the furthest away compartment, we have a roll of gaffer tape, which is always going to be very, very useful in a gigging scenario. You never know when you're going to need to tape down cables or repair a broken guitar strap by taping it onto the guitar, anything like that. So tape is a very useful thing to have, and they've provided it right there for you down in that pocket. The second pocket is another bunch of useful items. 9-volt batteries, AA batteries, and your CR2032s for your clip-on tuners and the like. Batteries, spare batteries are a great thing to have in your gig kit, so it's nice that Daddario have included some branded batteries for that purpose. The third compartment contains a number of adapters that may be useful in certain scenarios. We've got the balanced TRS to XLR, should you want to convert from an XLR to a jack style cable. We have the stereo 1/4" to 8" adapter, should you want to convert from small pin headphones to large pin headphones for your interface perhaps. And then we have the less said about this, the better, to be frank. We'll just put those back inside that third compartment and leave them as is. The fourth compartment contains the Daddario pedal tuner, nice large colour screen on their chromatic tuner, 32-bit processing. This is an absolute must if you're playing live. Nobody wants to hear you tune, so get yourself a pedal tuner that mutes your signal path. That's a fantastic inclusion, and I'm glad they put that in here. Each of those compartments is completely customizable by size. The partitions are all Velcro panels that can be removed or moved to give you bigger or smaller spaces, depending on what you want to include in there. Perhaps you want to use foot switches or pedals or other equipment that you need to carry. You can adjust the sizes, and that little shelf on there means you can put stuff on top as well and keep it all nice and secure. As we move down the bag, we've got a double pocket right here on front. We're going to go for the one behind first, the one closest to the centre body of the bag. Folding that out, we can see we have these elastic holders, which it shows in the documentation using for microphones, but currently they're holding the lotions and potions required to keep your guitar looking nice. So we have the three here are Daddario's 3-part cleaning system. So the spray cleaner, detail restorer, and the guitar wax. So you can use those to keep your guitar looking fresh and clean when you're doing your maintenance. And of course, there is a little bottle of the Hydrate fretboard conditioner, sort of like a lemon oil style thing for cleaning the fretboards. So that's what you got there for keeping your guitars looking fresh and clean. There's also a large glass slide in here, so if you play slide guitar or lap steel or anything like that, a slide is an absolute must, and glass is a great material for that. There's a further elastic pocket in the back here, which contains a clip-on tuner, should you, for some reason, not want to use the pedal tuner they've included. There's a headstock tuner there, perhaps for your acoustic guitar or something like that. And we also have a cradle capo, self-centering cradle capo. Looks like a very nice design. So if you want to change the key that you're playing in, if you're an acoustic player perhaps, that's a great option. Now for the pocket directly in front of that one, we can flip it down here and we see there are more pockets in the inside. We've got a multi-tool in there, in the pocket down the front. Then there are lots of smaller pockets to hold packets of strings. We can see a packet of acoustic strings and a couple of packets of electric strings of different types. We've got the NYA XLs there, and then we have the corrosion-resistant XTs from there. So you got a range of different Daddario strings to try. And these small pockets in the front here as well, we've got packets of guitar picks of different gauges, so you've got plenty there. Now I think we come to my favourite section of the bag, which is this pocket down the bottom here. And if you don't get very excited when I unzip this and unveil what lies beneath, then I don't think you've got a soul, quite frankly. Let's unzip this and see. Yes, that's right, it's a cable organizer. We have different compartments and segments to hold cables in a neat arrangement so they don't get mixed up and tangled amongst themselves. This is just a fantastic pocket. So we've got a number of different cables in here. I probably won't pull them all out, but they've got the microphone XLR cable. We've got several instrument cables in there, so we can have them all rolled up nice and individually in their own different compartments, stored in the bag. What more could you want? And they'll be a lot easier to get back in when they're out of the packaging. There are 7 different compartments here for cables, 5 of them being used in this instance, but there are some more on the outside. And again, these partitions are all Velcro, so you can remove them, move them, make them bigger or smaller to suit your needs. You could even take them all out entirely and have this as a big holding section for something else, but I don't see why you wouldn't want to use this for cables. That alone, I think, is worth the investment. Not done yet, there's still some pockets on either side here. We'll zip this one down. Oh, what's we got in here? We have the string winder plus string clipper, so you can change your strings with one tool and not have to have multiples. And yet another capo with some sort of spring tensioning device, which looks very nice actually. That might be a great quick remove capo, whereas the one on the inside, the cradle, might be great for balance tension, but wouldn't be as quick to get on and off as this one would. There's also a small pocket within this pocket, although there's nothing inside it, but it does mean you can keep some things separated even inside of that. We'll spin the bag around to the other side and do the one on here. Similar pocket on this side containing a feedback suppressor for your acoustic guitar. Really useful if you're playing live with an acoustic guitar and you've got the monitors blasting up at your feet. Want something to keep all that monitor sound waves out of your sound hole. That'll do the job. You'll have seen that on either side of the bag we have these clips with these straps, which would be great for carrying the likes of a microphone stand or other long apparatus, perhaps even tripods if you're bringing cameras, or parts for your lighting system, something like that. So you can clip on mic stands, tripods, whatever you like to the side of here, and you can carry them along without having to have an extra hand to hold those, which is very, very useful, saves multiple trips out to the van. Flipping the bag around to its back, we even have a pocket on here underneath the straps, and this opens up. And we should be able to fit inside here anything from a laptop to a tablet, a sheet music, notepads, all that sort of thing. Space for a card or an ID tag, something like that. So if you want to take laptops, tablets, if you're running software for your gig, that's all nice and secure. And because it's on the back of the bag, underneath the straps, it means it's the most secure part for theft. So it's unlikely anyone will be able to steal your laptop right out of your bag. There's also a tiny little partially hidden zip here, which is a little compartment that goes all the way in there. You could fit your wallet or your phone or something in there, keep it nice and safe. Again, it's pretty secure, pretty held back. Nobody's going to get to it from the exposed part of the bag. And one final little detail that lets you know that Daddario were really thinking about musicians when they put this together is that there's a bottle opener right there on the strap, so you can have a beer after your set and not have to worry about how you're going to get it open. This is an impressive, high-quality kit bag. All the customizable compartments are a joy to behold. That cable organisation pocket at the bottom, I'd rather go home with that than any of the groupies in the front row. And all of the contents included for this video are a showcase of Daddario's entire range, proving, if there was ever any doubt, that they're not just a string company. So you want to win this? Of course you do, who wouldn't? We're going to open this one up worldwide, and I'll just handle whatever the shipping costs if someone in Australia wins. So what do you need to do? Well, firstly, you need to subscribe to this channel and leave a comment below. I mean, that won't help you win, but I need that sweet algorithm boost. What will help you win, however, is if you follow a link in the description to the CSGuitars Discord. We've got an active competitions channel there where I will pin all the details of what you need to do to enter. Once you're in the Discord, it makes it very easy for me to find and contact you if you are chosen as the winner, as trying to contact people over YouTube is a thankless and futile task. So head on over to the Discord, join the community, and enter that giveaway. Thanks to Daddario for supplying the prize. You can check out their full range on their website. Link is once again in the description. And don't forget to click all the buttons you're supposed to make this video viable to the ever-changing whims of the YouTube algorithm. Keep it loud and stay safe.